Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope everyone is doing well and is having a good weekend. So, the purpose of my video today that I'm making, and plus, I might do some other videos today. It's Sunday, so everyone, happy Sunday. Is to talk and share my thoughts about the 1964 U.S. albums in mono box set that just came out recently. Some of the record stores around here don't even have it or even are carrying the individual albums, but I haven't checked out Target yet to see if they are carrying the Meet the Beatles. I'm pretty sure they go pretty quick around here. So I wanted to share my thoughts a little bit about it. Am I going to get it or not? Do I need it? That's, you know, and what are some of my personal favorites from this box set that I would like to have? And is it in the ProgHat budget? Those are some questions. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show and share some of my personal favorites that I have added to my collection from a long time ago up to now. So let me go ahead and share my thoughts. I think it's really neat, and I'm hoping that they'll do the rest of the Beatles US albums all the way up to White Album, which I did learn something. I don't know where I heard this, but it wasn't for me that I discovered this, but that the White Album was not released in mono in the US. I don't know. Fact check me. That's what I heard. But I think it's really cool. What's really cool about this box set is we're going to get them in mono, which some of those albums, that's how I heard them for the first time, through my grandparents' collection. They had the mono versions of these records. I think it's really cool for new Beatle fans to get this experience, so I'm happy for them if they get this box set, because there's an album in there that I think is really neat, and you can kind of get the experience of all the excitement of the Beatles when they came to America, and that's the album called The Beatles Story. Now, when I had that on vinyl as a kid, I thought it was going to have some music on it, but it really doesn't. It's just them talking about Beatles and talking with the Beatles. So I think newer fans can appreciate that. I don't personally own a copy of it. I've been trying to find a copy of the Beatles Story, but on the Apple Records label. And I know I've seen one, and I saw one years ago, but I just felt like the gentleman wanted too much for that. So that's cool that they added that in the box set and did not discard that. I mean, that to me, that's something essential for Beatle collectors to have that. My personal three favorites in that set is the Beatles' second album. I love it. It's a really rocking album. The other two is Something New. I like that because you get those German versions of I Want to Hold Your Hand and I Believe It's She Loves You. And my all-time favorite out of that set is the Beatles' Hard Day's Night, because you get those instrumentals. And I really prefer that version. Long story short, when I first had Beatle records, it was the US ones. I didn't discover about the UK ones until I was before I entered into junior high. I went to a library and I checked out this Beatles book. I don't even remember the name of it. I know I read it. And in the back, it had like this discography page, and it talked about the way the albums were released in the UK. And that's when I was like, I got to get the UK versions too. They seem to have two more extra songs, like 14 tracks instead of 12 tracks. But the reason that I also love the Beatles' Hard Day's Night with those instrumentals, they just sound they sound beautiful. And that was probably most likely my gateway into classical music, was those instrumentals on Hard Day's Night and side 2 of Yellow Submarine, that George Martin score. I love that. Whenever I play Yellow Submarine, I usually play side 2 first. and then I listen to the tracks from the movie. But yeah, so now am I going to get the box set? I'm going to say for right now, probably not, because it's not in the budget. So I already answered two questions. But sometimes I'm kind of like a, what do you call, one of those traders, or the word barter. And sometimes I come up with some kind of a trade to trade for certain things. This one right here, I'm really going to think about it. I mean, that's really cool. I could get the Beatles story in there. Seems to be a really nice box. And I know we're going to see a lot of videos, and we're going to hear what people like, dislike. It's the music to me. These are songs that taught where I first heard what was pop rock and rock and roll was through Beatles songs, The Who, Rolling Stones, The Kinks, and then if you get into classical rock, hard rock. But yeah, these albums, I know they're out, that are released, because I've seen it on Amazon that you can get them individually. And so I might just get a couple, like Second Album and A Hard Day's Night. I'm sure I'm going to be pleased with the way their sound. I just want to hear the music that brings back those memories that make me think of yesteryear. I don't know where I got that from. And songs that I still love to hear today. Now, I want to go ahead and say that my all-time favorite Beatles song is Paperback Writer. I hear that song and it's like I'm hearing it again. I get the chills. I crank it up. It's just one of my favorite Beatles songs and my all-time favorite Beatles song. And so, yeah, I'm just going to kind of wait and see. Eventually, the record stores should be getting these copies in, but right now it seems like Amazon is the mecca right now to order them through. And I'm sure, from what I could tell and seeing from some videos, that the artwork looks really, really good. It doesn't look like that kind of artwork for reissues that I really don't like, where it looks like it was taken to a copier and you press 100 copies and you make them. That doesn't look very well. I'd rather just go ahead and find an original, beat up, scratched up, for the artwork. That's my only problem with reissue sometimes, is that artwork. It's just, Now the Tone Poets, the Blue Note stuff, that artwork is really, really, really cool. Now I'm going to get into the part of the video now, and I hope you enjoy this part, where I'm going to share some personal favorites of the things that I have in my Beatles collection. So I'm going to start off with this. These are all CD stuff too. Is maybe they'll do a box set of the 1964 US albums on CD. I don't know. That would be cool. And they maybe release them individually like this. This is one of my favorite things to listen to. Beatles Help. Because you got to have that James Bond theme beginning to help. I agree with that. So this is one. I got this used at a half-price bookstore a long time ago for my birthday. One of those things where you say, I'm going to treat myself and get this. Help. A lot of great songs. My other favorite thing in here, and if you have this, the Hard Day's Night CD sounds really good, in my opinion. It sounds really awesome. And I got this one way back when it came out, the Beatles in mono on CD. This is really, I listened to a lot of this, go to this pretty much a lot of times to hear him in mono. This is really, really good. We hear the stories that they're not going to re-release these on vinyl again, but I seriously doubt that. Just watch. Or they might do them individually again. That would be cool. And the last few things that I remember did add in new to the collection is when they reissue these. I went with what was in the budget and got the CD versions of these, of where they added the extra songs, like I believe, where they added Here, Now and Then, Let It Be, I Want You, She's So Heavy, I Mean Mine. At first, I didn't know what to think about when they did that. Here's the red one. So yeah, these are those ones that they were issuing. I believe you get these on vinyl. They're like 3 LP sets. The one that I really would want on vinyl, if I really want it, would be this one. This is my favorite out of the two. Is the blue comp. Uh, has a lot of special meaning in my heart. That's the one my grandparents gave me years ago on vinyl record for my birthday, along with "Kiss Hotter Than Hell." So that was really a cool. Those were two cool birthday gifts. But those are just some other. Oh, and I forgot this one right here. I really do love the 2 disc set of Revolver with that bonus side disc. This is really good. I enjoy the way it sounds. I play this one quite often, both discs. So those are some of my personal favorites from my own collection. So anyway, hope you enjoy your video. Kind of shared my thoughts. I'm saying now probably won't, but you never know. A different day, a different feeling, and I'm saying, hey, let's go for it. I'm going to go ahead and get the box set. But anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next video.